Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and welcome to the concluding part of the previous video that I uploaded on how to sew this palazzo pants. Please don't forget to give me a giant thumbs up and also share this video to your friends. If you are new to my channel, please don't forget to click on the subscribe button. With that being said, let's get right into this video. So the first thing that I'm doing is I went ahead to cut linings for the four pieces of this pant, and it's not compulsory. Actually, you can just go ahead and sew your pieces together without the linings, but I decided to cut linings for this, and I'm going to be joining it at the sides and at the crotch area, and also be hemming the lower part of the lining with half an inch sewing allowance, and then I'll just repeat the same process for the four pieces of this pant, and I'm going to be joining them right sides facing each other. So after joining the lining and the fabric together, the four pieces, this is what you're going to be having. I hemmed the lower part of the lining just like I said before, and then at the upper part I top stitch, or I joined the lining and the fabric together by just top stitching the upper part. I'm bringing the front pieces together so you can see that I also repeated the same process, and I also hemmed the lower part of the lining, and I went ahead to iron the lining to make it smooth on the fabric. Now after I'm done doing that, it's time to join these pieces together, both front and back. So I'll be starting this by facing the two pieces of the front together, right sides facing each other, and then I'll be joining by half an inch at the crotch area from the top to the end of the crotch, like so. So I'll just go ahead and join that by half an inch. And I'll also be repeating the same process for the back pieces. I'll be placing the two pieces for the back right sides facing each other, like so, and then I'll go ahead and stitch with half an inch sewing allowance from the top to the end of the crotch curve, like so. So I'll just go ahead and do that. Now after I'm done joining these pieces together for both front and back, this is what I'm going to be having, and I'll go ahead and notch the curved area so that place can relax. So you have to notch it a bit so you can have a relaxed look for the curvy part of this joining. So I went ahead to do that for the back as well. After joining the back, I notched the back too, as you can see. So I'm just going to be notching some areas that I missed earlier. Now the next thing for me to do is to mark out the 2 inches that we took out before when we started the measurements, which is going to serve as the elastic casing. So I'm going to be measuring 2 inches down from the top of the pants. So this is the back piece that I'm working with first. So I'm going to be measuring 2 inches down, or whatever inches that you use for your own elastic casing measurement. So that's just what I'm doing right now. Now I'm going to take the front piece and repeat the same thing that I did for the back. I'm going to be coming down 2 inches for the elastic casing all around this front piece. You might be wondering why we are doing this. It's because we need to know where the elastic casing starts and ends when we are joining the front and back together, so we can know the borders. That's why we are doing this. So now that we are done with that, I'm going to be placing the front and back on top of each other, right sides facing each other, because now we want to join these two pieces together. So the first thing that I'm going to be doing is, after making sure that they are aligned together and they are equal on all sides, I'm going to be matching the crotch area of the front and the crotch area of the back together. You make sure that the lines, the joining at the crotch of the back and the joining at the crotch of the front, are aligned together. They are facing each other. So you place them right sides facing each other, like so. And after doing that, you make sure that the inner seams are also aligned together so you can join them together. So you make sure those ones are also aligned for both front and back. Now after you made sure of that, you start sewing from the crotch. You take one side at a time, you sew all the way to the hem line, and you repeat the same for the other side. You sew from the crotch joining to the hem line of the other side as well. After doing that, this is what we are going to have. So the next thing to do will be to join the sides of this pant. So I'm going to align them on top of each other once again, and then I'll take one side at a time, and then I'll be sewing from the top to the hem line by either half an inch or 1 inch, depending on how wide you want the pants to be, or the amount of allowance that you left before. So I will repeat the same process for the other side. I'll sew from the top right to the hem line. Now after we are done doing that, this is what we are going to have. Now the next thing to do will be to fold in our elastic casing, so you can see where the 2 inches that we came down by before comes in handy. So you are going to be folding in half an inch first of all with your iron. You fold in half an inch all around. Then after doing that, then you fold in another 1.5 inches to complete the 2 inches elastic casing space. Then you also be using your iron to press these 2 inches down, you get. So you do that all around the pants. Now after I'm done pressing it down with the iron, the next thing I'm going to do is to take it to my sewing machine and sew down these 2 inches while leaving an allowance of about 1 inch or 1.5 inches where I'm going to be passing the elastic through. I hope you understand. So you sew down every other part around the pants while leaving a little tiny space for you to pass your elastic through. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back. So I already went ahead to stitch down the 2 inches while leaving about 1.5 inches space for the elastic to pass through. So for the elastic, this is what I'm going to be using. It's a 1 inch elastic band. And to get the right amount of elastic to use for your waist, you're going to be subtracting 5 inches from your actual waist circumference. So my waist is 33 inches, so I removed 5 inches from 33, so that gave me 28. So that's what I cut for the elastic band. I hope you understand. So I made use of a safety pin to pass the elastic around the waist, and after I was done doing that, I'm going to be removing the pin so I can join the two ends of the elastic band that I removed from the opening. I'm going to be joining them together with either a straight stitch or a zigzag stitch, so you can use either of the stitches to join the two ends together. And you also make sure that you're running the stitch on the elastic band multiple times, like 4 to 5 times or 3 to 4 times, to make it very strong. And after you're done, you put it back into the elastic space, the 2 inches, and you run a stitch to close it up. And that will be all for the elastic casing. And this is what I have after I went ahead to conclude that. And this is basically all about this pants making video. And you can notice that the back piece is higher than the front piece. That's because we need to accommodate the buttocks. That's why it's higher than that. And then I will go ahead and hem the lower part of the trouser, and that will be all for this video. And this concludes the end of today's tutorial. Thank you so very much for watching. If you found it really helpful, please don't forget to give me a giant thumbs up and also share this video to your friends. If you are new to my channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and click on the subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on your notification bell for my latest uploads as well. So till I see you in my next one, bye.